Welcome back, first timers. This is part 3 of our Hawaiian travel series.
And in this video, we're going to show you things that are free and or cheap to do in Kauai.
Right now, we're near downtown Kapaa, just north of where we're staying. And tonight is a monthly farmer's market. It happens the first Saturday of every month, and we're going to go check out what they have to offer. But stay tuned because there's so many free and cheap things to do while you're staying here that won't break the bank. They have a whole bunch of food trucks. We just walked past a whole bunch of desserts. When you come out here, you definitely got to try the homemade popsicles. They are refreshing and delicious. But there's also food, there's snacks, there's all kinds of trinkets, all kinds of arts and crafts. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of people here. If you're here on the first Saturday of the month, definitely come out here from 3 to 7. All kinds of food, all kinds of desserts, all kinds of arts, and definitely a lot of crafts.
The food smells really good. We've been traveling all day, so I think we're going to go check some of that out. But we'll see you at our next stop when we show you something else that's free or cheap.
We made it to Waimea State Park.
So a lot of people take a helicopter to go look at the canyon, but that's expensive. And the state park is a cheaper alternative. So parking here is $10 per vehicle and it's $5 per person. So for $20, we're in to see a view that could cost hundreds of dollars to see.
So today we're doing the Canyon Trail, and it's about a 2.9 to 3.6 mile trail. Online it says 3.6 moderate difficulty, but here the sign says 2.9 also moderate difficulty. It's a there and back where we're able to see not just waterfalls, but we can see the canyon. There are 18 different trail options. The maps are right here. They range in length and difficulties, so you can find one that definitely meets what you're looking for, but then also within the difficulty level that you're comfortable with. It was about an hour and 10 minutes to get up here, so it's a little bit of a drive, but definitely worth it. Scenic, there's a lot of pull-out areas where you can get great views of the water and great views of the canyon. Once you get up here, parking is a little tight, but they do have some overflow parking at the end of the parking lot, and there is a small restroom. There aren't really any other amenities, so make sure you plan accordingly if you're going to bring food, water, snacks, anything you need. We didn't have any walking sticks, but I found one. We're pretty prepared. Definitely check the weather too, because it is a little bit cooler up here, about 7 to 10 degrees cooler than it is down on the coast. So on those colder days, you might want to pack a light jacket or something just to be prepared. And then also weather does come in here periodically, so be prepared if there could be rain.
They do say the trail gets a little bit slippery and muddy if it does rain, so definitely plan ahead.
At the trailhead, they have a place to brush off and spray your shoes to avoid any cross-contamination of any invasive species. So take the time, brush your shoes before you come out, and then as you're leaving. The trail is well groomed, but it is very uneven. There's branches, there's roots, there's loose dirt, there's rocks. So just be mindful of that if you have any mobility issues or anything like that. So we're doing this hike in the middle of the day in September. Weather's great. It is a lot cooler up here than it is down, like I'd mentioned before. And this trail is rated moderate. If you haven't hiked in a while, it could be a little strenuous, but it's nice. Just be prepared that there are uphill stretches both ways. So you're literally hiking uphill both ways, but there are some nice downhill stretches where you can recoup. So this trail is really, really busy. There are a lot of people coming and going. The trail is wide enough for you to be able to get over and share the trail with other people hiking. Let's check in with Terry.
So far, so good. Gotta make it to that view. That's what it's all for.
There are some warning signs along the trail, so just be aware of those. There's cliff warnings, there's also a no diving warning, and then flash floods. We're not supposed to have any rain today, but if you have rain in the forecast, you definitely want to be prepared for that.
If you do want to see a flash flood, check out our video in Las Vegas where we hiked Red Rock Canyon and we did get stuck in a flash flood.
So we're a little bit of ways into the hike, and we just saw a little breakthrough in the trees where we can see the canyon. This is the Grand Canyon of Hawaii, I believe. What is the Grand Canyon of what? It's the Grand Canyon of Hawaii. I think that's what they call it. You think it's the Grand Canyon of the Pacific? Hello.
Hello.
You don't happen to know if it's called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific or Grand Canyon of Hawaii? This canyon.
I haven't heard it called the Grand Canyon of anything.
Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, now we got to Google.
We could go with Grand Canyon of Hawaii.
I think okay. I'm going with it. I'm gonna cite you though.
Yeah.
I met an expert on the trail.
I'm not being a trendsetter.
Grand Canyon University of the Pacific, is that? Yeah, Kauai. It's considered the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. Oh, I'm still filming. Dang it.
You could put that at the end.
Now, this is considered or called by some the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. And I've been to the Grand Canyon and it is absolutely breathtaking and spectacular. So when they said that, I thought you really got some hype to live up to. But from what I can tell right now, it looks pretty grand. I can't wait to get a more clear view of it, but I could see why they call it that. This is pretty dang breathtaking too. All right. Did mention that this trail is pretty busy and there's a whole big group of people, very loud, very rambunctious. So we're trying to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room so we don't have to listen to their conversations. So when we're filming on something like this, we try and be mindful of other people's experiences because we don't want to impede on their time and what they're experiencing. Oh, this is sketchy. But sometimes, you have to increase the gap so you can enjoy the peace and quiet yourself.
Shoot the gap, shoot the gap.
Let's get out of here. But if you're on the trail, be mindful of the people around you. This is amazing. It definitely lives up to the name, lives up to the hype. I'm not sure if I'm out of breath from the run or from the view. What do you think?
It's impressive. It's crazy. There's so many colors. There's like these white birds flying. It's straight out of Jurassic Park.
Just past the great view of the canyon, there's a trail split. If you go left, there's a little waterfall. It's nice, it's quaint. The water's flowing. We heard there's a little bit bigger of a waterfall, 0.4 miles to the right. We got to the other waterfall. Terry decided to stay up on the cliff because it's pretty steep, and then the waterfall is right over here. But this is the top of the 800-foot falls, which is the most picturesque waterfall around here. This canyon right here, helicopters will come through and you can see the falls. We can't see falling down. We're at the source, which is really cool too. From this waterfall, you can also see the arches way off in the distance. I know this isn't the same as taking a helicopter ride. It was significantly less expensive, and I'd say more rewarding. We're only halfway there, so we gotta turn around and go all the way back. Whew. We're just getting pretty close to the end of the trail. Right now, we're looking at about 2 hours round trip, give or take a few minutes. Right now, it's 2:15 p.m., and it is slightly overcast. It is dark. So if you're coming later in the day, make sure you plan with enough time to get there and back before the sun goes down, because once the sun's down, I guarantee it's super dark.
That was a really good hike. It was a little bit of up and down, kind of rocky in some spots, loose dirt, a couple of roots, but it was a really good hike. I had fun, got to see some great views. Now we're back at the parking lot. I think it took us about 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes, so not too shabby. And someone did say we made it look pretty easy coming up, so I feel good about us. And it was cheap. So what more can you ask for?
There's so many cool places to eat here on the island. You can always find fresh fish, poke, sashimi. A lot of it comes with a premium price. What we've seen on average is about $35 to $45 per pound of tuna poke. We found a little hidden gem off the side of the highway on the way to the state park. What you're gonna look for is the yellow boat right on the side of the road on the right side if you're heading towards the mountain, or on the left if you're heading back down. For a huge helping of poke, it's $20 and you get a side of rice. They have all kinds of poke options. They have spicy, they have regular, they have marlin, they have tuna, and then they have full slabs of fish. Pretty much anything you want, and at an affordable price. So while it's not free, it is significantly less expensive than going to one of the fancy restaurants, and I guarantee this is gonna be pretty good.
We've got another free thing for you to do here in Kauai. Today we are at the Hanapepe Swinging Bridge. It's free to walk across, you'll get some great pictures, and it's in a quaint little town. If you want to see more about the town, check out our vlog video about Kauai. This thing does sway a little bit. Feels kind of rickety. I'm sure it's safe. Getting a little seasick.
We made it to the other side, and the bridge does span the Hanapepe River. It was built here in the 20th century by workers here that wanted to connect the town with the areas that they were working. It was then rebuilt in 1992 after a hurricane destroyed the original bridge. But don't worry, it's not so modern that you don't get that feeling of being on a questionably built swinging bridge. Definitely an awesome experience, especially because it's free.
We are now at Kauai Coffee Plantation. This is the largest coffee plantation in the United States. It's 3,100 acres and it has 4 million coffee plants on it. They have a paid tour that you can go on that ranges from $30 to $50, but for free, you can do a self-guided walking tour. But before we go on the tour, we're gonna go grab some coffee.
There's a massive gift shop right inside. They have all kinds of coffee related items, shirts, hats, cups, coffee, all kinds of knickknacks, paddywhacks, anything you could ever dream of that's related to coffee here in Hawaii. Right outside of the gift shop in the back, in a nice little covered sitting area, they have a whole bunch of coffee samples, all you can try. There's also a little shop here where you can buy coffee, and looks like they have some snacks as well. We have a smorgasbord of coffee options. We got the visitor center, which is a light roast. I got the pea berry, which it's the coffee that's made out of beans that have a double bean to them. And then we also have barrel aged and a red katatui. We're gonna try all three of these and see which one we like the best. This one is the visitor center. It's a light roast that they have. It is very mild, very light, almost tea consistency, but nice flavor. This one's the pea berry. Oh, it's sweet. Definitely has a lot bolder of a flavor than the first one. Oh, so this is the barrel aged one, and you can definitely smell the oak on that. That's fun and exciting, and you get a lot of those barrel notes. Finally, we have the red katatui. Almost floral, actually. That one's really nice too. I think I might prefer the red katatui. But don't worry, you're not limited to 4. You could have as many as you want. They have an open bar. They'll serve you, and you can get as many mix and match flavors as you want. If you find one you like, you can get a whole serving right here in the cafe. But then after that, you got the self-guided walking tour, or you could just sit here and enjoy the view of the ocean and the coffee plants.
We're gonna go check out the museum and then start our walking tour.
It's definitely a small and quaint museum. They have a couple pictures, a few little exhibits. Gives you a little bit of the history of the plantation.
We're gonna start our self-guided walking tour. You're gonna start right by the front doors next to this big sign, and then just follow the walking path along. There is a QR code that you can scan to help you on your tour. It wasn't working for me today, but maybe you'll have better luck.
There's a nice meandering path that'll take you from sign to sign. Just be aware that there are 2 feral pigs that are out here, so don't feed them, don't approach them, kind of just leave them alone because, you know, you don't want to mess with the wildlife. The entire tour takes about 20 minutes, and you're able to walk through the farm and see some of the crops, soak in all the sights and sounds of the plantation. This coffee plantation was originally 5,000 acres, and it was purchased in 1899 as a sugarcane plantation. In 1987, they started planting coffee crops here to diversify their crop, and it has completely boomed and taken over everything else. They grow 5 different varietals of coffee. The walking tour covers the whole process from planting to shaking to sorting to processing. And if you do want to pay the $30 or $50 price tag for one of the guided tours, they go into a lot more depth and you're able to see a lot more of the estate. For us today, we really do appreciate having a free alternative to one of the tours, because if you've ever been to Hawaii and if you're planning your trip to Hawaii, you know that everything is pretty expensive. Anything from groceries to the tours to restaurants. Things are expensive out here, and anytime you can really immerse yourself into what this island has to offer for no or low cost, it's a huge win.
Today we're headed up to the North Shore to check out some more free things, but on your drive up there from the south, you're going to go through what they call the tree tunnel, which are trees that are grown over the road. It's pretty cool, and it's free.
It took about an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes to get up here. We're on the north shore of the island now. We're at the Kauai Mini Golf and Botanical Gardens, and this place comes highly recommended and highly rated. We don't golf, but I know a lot of people do golf, and when we were looking at prices out here, they range from a few to multiple hundreds of dollars for a round of golf. And Botanical Gardens out here, we saw ranging for about 30 bucks on up over $100. This is the best of both worlds. We're going to be able to golf. Yes, it's mini golf, but then we're also going to be surrounded by the lush, beautiful landscape of this botanical garden. The price came in about $20 a person, so significantly less than golfing and significantly less than some of the other botanical gardens. So we're going to get our golf sticks, our golf balls, and check out this mini golf. As soon as you walk into the facility, it is beautiful. Nice, relaxing chairs, couches to sit. There's all kinds of plants already growing outside. Once you go inside though, they have a full bar in the back, and then they have a bunch of food trucks out here too. They have so much to offer, and we haven't even started golfing yet. The weather is a little iffy today. We have that hurricane off to the north of us. We're going to try and avoid some of the wetness and stay dry as much as possible, but it looks like there's a lot of covered areas here to get out of the rain in a pinch. This is a beautifully landscaped venue, and I can't wait to stop and smell some of the flowers. But really, we're here for golf too, so I got to put on my game face because I'm about to crush these fools, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Call it 6. All along the path, there's all kinds of signs that give you interesting facts and tidbits about Hawaiian plants. It's very informative. It's also very beautiful here. We've seen coffee plants, we've seen some fruits, all kinds of flowers. Definitely the coolest mini golf place I've ever been. Not exactly sure what the numbers are looking like, but I'd say not good for me. Our friend Megan has gotten 2 hole-in-ones. Terry almost went in the drink, and Casey has almost stayed in bounds at least one time.
The rain's really starting to come down now. We got to hide amongst the trees to keep a little bit dry, but the game is really starting to heat up right now. It is neck and neck.
We're at hole 18, and this is for all the marbles. Winner takes all. Leave in the comment section below. Let us know who you think won. Me, Terry, Casey, or Megan. I'm saying put your money on me.
Whoa!
That's the third one today. The third hole-in-one for Megan today. One of the trickiest. Of course.
Stupid game. We've seen bananas, but now it's time to tally me bananas. See who won this thing. Nobody else knows the winner but me, but I will tell you it was very, very close. We're gonna have everybody line up in 1, 2, and 3 right here. Third place goes to Megan with 69. Second place with a score of 61, Casey.
Yay!
It all comes down to first and last. In last place with a score of 75, we got Terry.
Solid.
That means the guy who did the tally and wanted to play this game won first place. Go ahead, take a picture. Here you go.
Nice.
One extra perk here is if you get a hole-in-one on any of the holes, you get to spin for a prize. Megan was the only one. She got 3 holes-in-ones.
So that means she gets to spin this wheel over here. But the catch is you got to land on the number of the hole that you got the hole-in-one in. So she has to either land on a 2, a 6, or an 18. And she wins a free round of golf. 2 first. 2.
It's like Price is Right.
6.
And 18.
18. Oh.
Whoa!
Barely to win.
Free golf.
Megan is the real winner. She got a free round of golf. This free and cheap activity here in Kauai is getting even cheaper and freer. But Terry and I will see you at the next stop.
So we're here at Kilauea Point National Wildlife Preserve, and we're here to check out some birds, a lighthouse, just nature in general. There is a fee to get into the park with different price points, but if you have a National Parks Pass, you are free. And guess what? We're in luck. We got in for free. We're gonna go see if we can find this lighthouse. We did hear that it is under construction, so we're not sure how close we can get or if we can go inside, but we're gonna check that out, and the visitor center.
The visitor center has a few really nice exhibits to tell you about the birds and about the area around this national preserve. But then they also have a couple things for purchase, you know, some shirts, some souvenirs, that type of thing, and ways you can donate to help the preserve. Right outside the back of the visitor center is an amazing lookout view of the ocean, and just peeking through the trees is the lighthouse. This national preserve has pretty nice, decent sized parking lot and a nice sloping, gradual, even walking path from the parking lot to the visitor center and nature store, and then just beyond that is the lighthouse. But the lighthouse originally was built in 1913 and it's still going strong today. As you look at the ground, you will see white marks all over. Don't be confused, that's not chalk. be aware that there are a lot of birds flying around here, like a lot of birds flying around here. So be prepared. There might be some bird strikes. It's not a long walk from the parking lot to the lighthouse, but they do offer a service where they'll take you in a golf cart if you have mobility issues. The lighthouse isn't super tall, but that's also because the base of it is 180 feet in elevation already. Because we're up on a bluff, the lighthouse didn't have to be terribly tall. But it's currently under construction, so we're not able to go in or climb up there, but they're gonna make it better for when you guys show up.
You can come out here to do some bird watching or even humpback whale watching, which I would really like to see a whale one day, so fingers crossed.
The really nice park ranger just gave us a lot of information. Right now is not the time to see humpback whales. We're here in September, and typically the earliest you'll see them is October, but really December and January is the time where you want to be here to see the humpback whales. Also, you don't need your own binoculars when you come out here. They have a checkout system where you can sign out some binoculars so you can check out the birds and the wildlife in the water. They also have these really cool telescopes that are completely free. But we were able to see some baby birds. Whoa! I just avoided getting pooped on. Terry almost got struck down in her prime. Right now they have hatching of the wedge-tailed shearwater birds, also known as wedgies. But they're these really fluffy gray balls that burrow down and hang out. We just saw one. It was really cute. We didn't want to disturb them, obviously. But if you're out here, be careful because they're around. So for the price of admission, would recommend. As we've mentioned time and time again, things are pretty expensive here in Hawaii, and food is no exception. The restaurants are pretty pricey, the grocery stores are pretty pricey, but we did get a tip on a place you can get some good food for really, really cheap, and that's the 7-Eleven. Already they have a huge dried fruit selection, and for $2 to $3 you get a pretty big bag of dried fruit. They have a huge selection of Spam musubi. They got deluxe Spam musubi, teriyaki. They got ones with hot dogs on it. They got tuna mayo musubi, the triangle ones. They even have hot meals. They have chicken adobo, they got pancit, they got loco moco. Looks like a combo platter of everything in it to include dim sum. Jackpot, baby. They have the ones that are already hot and in a hot box, but then they got cold ones that you can take and heat yourself. They also got show pow. They got egg sandwiches. They got Hawaiian sandwiches. The rumors are true. 7-Eleven is bringing it. I hope it tastes good because I'm going to pick up some of these, but dang, if you're hungry and you're trying to save some dollars, go to 7-Eleven. They got everything. We hit the mother load, guys. Let me tell you, for $36, I got 2 orders of dim sum, shrimp and original. I got a rack of sushi. I got ube bread. I got a show pow with pork. I got a deluxe Spam musubi, and Terry got a bag of chips. We skipped the drinks because we're watching our figures, but we got enough food to feed an army. We're heading back to the resort to eat, but there's a bunch of traffic. It looks like we're gonna be sitting in traffic for like 30 or 40 minutes to go a few miles, and I don't want the sushi to get too warm, and I don't want the hot food to get too cold. So we pulled over at the Kauai Community College, where Casey and I are gonna eat some of this food back here. Terry has 0.0 interest in eating any of the 7-Eleven food besides her bag of chips.
0.0.
So we're gonna try this, and I'm gonna see if Casey will eat some of the sushi with me. No guarantees. We got the shrimp dim sum, we got the original, we got the deluxe Spam musubi, we got the pork show pow, we have some ube bread, and then we have a little sushi. We're gonna start with the original dim sum. Cheers.
Cheers. It's actually not bad.
That's really good. That's really good. Not the best dim sum I've ever had, but I definitely order it again.
Oh yeah. This is
Shrimp. All right. We're stepping up the risk just a little bit. We got shrimp dim sum. That's really good. You know what?
oh, it's like
It's really shrimpy though.
old sea dock.
It's.
I'm gonna go around the corner and hope that maybe the chickens will eat it. Oh,
I feel like a man of the sea.
I feel like if I swallowed it, only sickness will come.
Steamed pork bun. Little fatty. Little gritty. But the bread is really good. For a steamed pork bun, that's up there on the bread. Casey's gonna take a break real quick. Right now we have the Spam Musubi. This one's the deluxe. It has the Spam, it has the sprinkles, the eggs, the rice, and the seaweed. That's actually really delightful. The rice is really good. Nice sweet, nice savory, nice texture with the sprinkles. I would come back for this. $5.99 7-Eleven sushi.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's wet. It's a little wet.
just like I like my sushi.
All right.
Like from the sea.
It is a little wet on top. I'm gonna let some of the moisture just drip off, and then I'm gonna take a bite. It says seafood. I mean, it just says spicy seafood combo. I do see some cucumber. There's rice, and there's like a wrap on it. So, oh, and there's scallions, so that's nice, and carrots. That's the best thing we've had so far. That's really good. I'm not gonna lie. That's good. Oh yeah, that's really good. I don't have anything else to say. I love that.
Why does it look like it's a dare? It's not bad. But if I die, I don't want to be remembered as the guy who died from eating 7-Eleven sushi. I've had worse things in my mouth.
The last thing we have is our dessert, and we have the ube bread. This one says it's made locally here in Hawaii. Right color, and there's bread, so I have no reason to doubt this is going to be delicious. But I'll let Casey go first.
Oh, no. Tastes safe.
That's really good. It's not too sweet. The bread's solid. I don't know if I'd go back for this, but as like an after dinner treat, I'm here for it. All in all, for the price and the flavor, I'd give 7-Eleven food 8.1.
I'd give it a 6.5 with a TBD rating. We're at our last stop of free or really, really cheap things you can do here in Kauai. People come to Hawaii for all kinds of different reasons, but one of the main reasons people come out here is for water activities. And you can get out on a boat to go snorkeling, you can rent all the equipment, but all of that costs money. So today we're over here at Poipu Beach, where you're able to get in the water for free, no cost of parking, and you can enjoy the water. There is a place here that rents snorkel equipment, and you can pay by the day or by the hour. They do have pretty reasonable prices. For us, we brought our own. A company called G2 Rise reached out to us and offered to send out some snorkel equipment. We're not sponsored, we're not affiliated. They did send them out for us to try. If you guys are interested in them, we'll drop a link to their website below where you can order. They offer some really affordable equipment. We don't know the quality of them, we've never used them. They do have combo sets where you get the snorkel and the mask, then they do have ones that have the booties. We went with just the mask and the snorkels. We did the traditional mask. Now they do have those full face enclosed masks. We decided to just go with the traditional goggle and snorkel.
All right, so we've got 2 sets of snorkel masks here. I'm gonna open them up, see what's inside. Comes in this nice little handy carrying case, tubing, and your goggles, and your mouthpiece. I don't know what this is. Maybe I should read the instructions. Got the white one, and we have a black one.
Everything seems to be in good working order. It does say tempered glass, pretty durable. The rubber feels relatively strong, and I think they're between $17 and $30 for a set, so they're definitely not going to break the bank. Let's get these things underwater and see how they fare in the open ocean. mask was actually surprisingly good for being so affordable. It kept a pretty good seal. I didn't go that deep underwater because I was just floating on the surface, and the water wasn't really much more than chest deep. What was really cool, it has a valve on top so water doesn't go down, so you're not constantly clearing out your snorkel. I think that was a really nice touch. I didn't have any issues breathing. All in all, for the affordability of it, I would recommend. Now, if you're trying to go deeper in the water or for scuba diving, probably not going to be suited for that. But for something like this, it was perfect. We really hope this video was helpful for you when you come out to Kauai. It's a beautiful place, it's an expensive place, but there are free and cheap options while you come out here.
And there's plenty to do here on a budget.
But if you like this video, check out this video right here where we did something else awesome right here in Kauai. Thanks again for following along in this episode, and join us next time when we try something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five. It's so incredible. I absolutely love this.